Healthy on FaceTime Radio. You can listen each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Last week, we talked about ways that you can prepare your kitchen for fat loss. So, Mr. Dwayne was here. He's getting ready for his upcoming competition, losing that belly fat, and we gave him some helpful tips so that he can jumpstart his journey. So, if this is you and you're in his same boat, what you can do is start by evaluating what's in your kitchen. Not like he was saying, evaluating the cupboards or the sink or refrigerator, not anything like that, but actually what's inside your kitchen, what's in your refrigerator, what's in your cupboard, what's in your cabinet. Knowing these things will actually help you with recognizing your triggers. What are your triggers? Are they salty foods? Are they sugary foods? Is it fried foods? What do you recognize as soon as you walk into your kitchen? What's that eye level? What can you reach out and touch immediately? These are things that you need to be aware of, because if they don't actually support your goal, your overall fat loss goal, then it's going to be detrimental to the whole plan. So knowing your triggers is a great way to recognize what your habits are controlled by. Are you someone who reaches for sugary items at midnight? Are you someone who has to have that bag of chips midday? What is it that drives you to have these things? So once you are able to evaluate the kitchen, you're able to know what you're up against, what the battle truly entails. So if you're somebody who has children or a significant other, you need to be mindful that not everyone is going to be ready to support the journey. If you can't actually convert them, make them change to jump on board with you, because they may not actually be prepared to do that at this time. So a mental check, evaluate your mental state. Are you ready to actually take the journey alone? Because you may or may not have that support from your family or from friends or from your children. They may be still pigging out, eating all those things that you would have been eating in the past. So this drives me to my next point. You need a plan of action. How are you going to manage? Are you going to call up your family? Are you going to call up your friends? Are you going to ask them, please, please, please come pick up this stuff? I need it gone from my kitchen immediately. Or are you going to stand like a soldier, and while they're eating over here, you're on the opposite side, sticking to the journey that you chose to embark upon? It's totally up to you, the way you choose to go. So really what it all comes down to is your mindset. So you either have family and friends on board to help, or you may be alone. So the next part is for you to know what type of fat you're eating. So if you're someone who is a fan of fried foods, if you're a fan of all things crispy, all things sugary, then fatty foods are definitely going to bring you down when you are working toward your goal. And I have Jay Blue right here. He's right over here with me. Do you have any fatty foods that drag you into the trenches?
All fatty foods drag me into the trenches. I'll tell you that right now.
All fatty foods.
Any kind of fast food that exists will drag me into the trenches. I basically live off fast food at this point.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm a broke teenager who can't afford anything else. So
you know
I
what?
live off fast food.
That's a valid point. Because a lot of people, you're not alone. A lot of people, they're eating fast food because of that simple reason. It's easy.
I'm hungry and it's easy.
You're hungry, and on your pockets, it seems way easy.
Yeah.
To just pick up and go. So you're not alone in that venture.
Yeah.
So I'll go so far to say that fast foods is full of trans fats. And the trans fats that you're getting come from those McDonald's fries that they dip into the grease.
So good.
Yeah, they are. I used to be addicted for years.
I'm still addicted. I'll tell you that right now.
I had to have them daily. I was eating them on a regular basis.
I'm that person that will go to 2 different fast food places just so I can also have the McDonald's fries.
2 different places.
Like I'll go get Whataburger, and then I'll go over to McDonald's to get the fries.
Oh, so you like the combo that you get? You make your own combination. Well, trans fats are
It's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna die of cancer.
No. Well, look, incorporate
amount
these
that I
habits, and then you will live, and your heart is going to be healthy, and it will thank you.
I'll listen to you.
So we're going to minimize those trans fats that come from the dipping of the fries or into the grease or those apple pies and whatnot. And in your kitchen, I know I grew up a child of the 80s.
Yeah.
So lard was, I witnessed lard being used at grandma's house and Crisco being used in the kitchen for the chicken. Those 2 things. So lard actually comes from pork fat along the kidneys of the pig and the back of the pig. And Crisco is actually, it's been around, can you believe it's been around since 1911?
1911?
Yes.
Wow.
It's been around that long.
I have another fun fact about something that was around for a really long time that was a really regular thing. Cocaine.
That's totally
cocaine,
different.
but I mean, like, cocaine was, like, in people's houses.
Oh, wow.
In, like, people didn't know how bad it was for a really long time. And so they just had, like, little vases full of cocaine in their house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've seen, like, an actual vase that just said cocaine on the front. It was a little thing just to hold cocaine. It's kind of fun.
Well, that's outlandish, huh?
Yeah.
According to today's standard. Yes. But actually, the Crisco it was made to be like an alternate to animal fat because it had a long shelf life. It was able to heat foods up to warmer temperatures, making them crispy, making those recipes have that extra kick. So it's been around so long, but the actual process that was used to make that Crisco actually created trans fat. Trans fat actually works against your heart health. It actually brings you down. Now I'd say why? Do you imagine why it would do that?
Because I don't know. I'm going to let you explain.
Well, the trans fat actually increases LDL. And LDL is the bad cholesterol in your body.
I have a lot of that.
So it's the bad cholesterol, and then while it increases the LDL, the bad cholesterol, it diminishes your HDL, which is your good cholesterol in your body. And so you need good cholesterol, because think of good cholesterol like this. It's basically like the street sweeper inside your body.
Yeah.
So it comes through, it brushes through your arteries, it gets rid of the plaque that's built up and sweeps it right along to your liver to eliminate it from your body.
Okay.
So that's why we want to eliminate or minimize the amount of trans fats that you're actually consuming if you're doing that on a regular basis. Especially if you're having fast food. So an option for someone like you, if you're doing that, I used to eat fast food each and every day. So when I worked to wean myself off of it, I started ordering the smaller portion.
Okay.
So instead of me getting the chicken nuggets were my favorite.
Get the 30 pack or 20 pack of chicken nuggets.
I would never have that. I would get I used to have the 10.
I have a funny story about that.
Oh,
a friend of mine and I went to go see a movie. We were going to sneak in food to go see this movie, and we went to McDonald's, and he bought. They had like this special deal. It was like $5 for 20 chicken nuggets. He spent $20.
Oh, that's a lot of nuggets.
And got 80 chicken nuggets.
For what movie?
I don't even remember the movie. We ate so much I wanted to die during the whole
You
thing.
probably fell asleep. Ate until you went to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically what I do.
Well, that's what happens when you get
So I gotta
an
stop.
overload.
Yeah.
Yes. So I started ordering a small version. So instead of me getting a 10 piece with a large, extra large fry, I started getting the Mighty Kids meal. So you can slowly reduce and until you get to the point where you're like, I don't even need this stuff anymore.
I've been getting the 4 for $4 at Wendy's,
The 4 for 4.
which is just a smaller portion of everything.
So you have already started to decrease.
Yeah, for the most part now.
That's good. That
Just because
you're on
that's
the right
cheaper.
track.
That's the main.
Well, it's lower in value, but you're getting less of the fat.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's also a good point for you. Okay, well, we're going to continue. So did you know also that your body needs good fat?
Good fat?
There is a such thing as good fat. Yes.
I did not pay attention in school. You were going to have to explain this.
There is a such thing as good fat. And you can get these from a variety of foods. So the variety that you can get them from, well, you really want to make sure you're getting monounsaturated fat.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, you're getting fats from sources like coconut oil. You're getting fat from oils. Oh, I'm being told that we have to go into a break. So I will be right back. You are listening to Marynthya here on FaceTime Radio. This show is called Totally Healthy, and I do truly appreciate you for listening. Thank you, and we'll be right back.